Hi beautiful people, welcome to Kate's Space. Thank you so much for joining me again today. I hope you are all well, and I am continuing with the my design team project for Paper Inspirations. That's Sue's shop in Australia, and a lot of things I'm using are from her shop. So if you go back, you can see a couple of videos, one where I show you all the things that she sent me from her shop, including these beautiful fabrics and laces that come in packs, and also some doilies and other sewing things. So because she sent me kind of a sewing theme pack, I decided I would try and do a bit of stitching. And there's a video showing how I made these yo-yos and this cover. Now I've done a little bit of work on the cover. I've sewn this bit on with the machine, and I added a couple of little Suffolk puffs or yo-yos up here, little tiny ones. I thought they were adorable. And then yeah, done the back. So now it's time to kind of finish making our cover. And I'm actually wondering about whether I make this a little bit bigger. I think it's just a wee bit too small. I've got some digitals here by Chapter 1 papers that I'm going to use in this journal. And I have actually put some pages together as well. But I want to do this. But I'm thinking I might want this little bit of manila folder to go out further. So I'm actually going to cut myself another one. Now I can't lie, I am in a little bit of a mess here after finishing my boho project and a few other things. Okay, so that's a little bit better, I think. So what I need to do is glue this onto here, and then what I'd like to do is sew around, but I'm just concerned that I'm gonna make a big mess of it. And I'd be pretty upset about that. And then I was going to sew everything all at once. So I was going to glue these in as well. And just sew everything with the machine. And I'm super nervous about it, but... Oh, so now these aren't going to be quite tall enough, are they? Well, that was silly. I didn't think about that. That's right. So I'm going to go around and ink my inside and outside of my manila folder. Okay, so I'm going to reinforce this fold here with some tape. You're not going to see it, some masking tape, just to give it a little bit more strength. And then it's going to have fabric on the inside, so that should be pretty good, I think. Pretty strong. So stitching this while I'm doing a video feels a bit risky, because if it goes wrong, you know, you guys get to see it all if I put it up. Depends how wrong it goes, I guess. Yeah, these manila folders are from a shop called Kmart. They're not heavy at all, quite flimsy, but with all the fabric and everything, I think will be good. All right, so I'm going to glue this on, and then I'm going to think about what I'm going to do here now, because I've made that a bit wider or taller, and actually it's not too bad. I might not worry about it. It's just a little bit at the top and the bottom. No, that's cool. That's fine. I'll just ink that as well, and then we'll be all good. I won't be too worried about that at all. Okie dokie. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use some PVA on the back of here. It doesn't actually matter if it's nice and thick because it's not going to seep through here, but I will try and spread it out. I might actually put some paper down. All right, here we go. So the stitching is done. I haven't put anything in the center of those little yo-yos, and I'm not going to. For those of you who've done hand stitching, you know how incredibly time consuming it can be. Okay, right, let's spread that around a bit. So I think I'll glue it well, and that way I have a choice about whether I use the sewing machine around it or not. It's not like a necessity. I have hand stitched around covers before. Again, it's time consuming, but it looks really good, or can do. It's really warm in here today, which is funny for winter, but yeah, the glue is drying quite quickly because the sun is shining. That's amazing actually, how fast that's drying. A little bit more on there. Okay. I don't think that's going to ooze through at all. Right, now let's try and get this on how we want it. So that's the front. Yep. Okay. I think it'll be easier to do it this way. Yep, it will be. Okay, so that was a bit of a fail. It's okay. Yeah, this is quite harder than it looks, getting this on. So I'm just going to get the top done as best I can, and then try and work down that way. Let's have a look. Yeah, so we've still got an overlap there. We've still got a little bit poking out on the inside there and down below, but that's okay. I think that's all right. There we go, we're committed now. Okay, and then these are going in here, and I'm just going to use glue stick for that. And yeah, we are going to have a little edge around because I made the cardboard bit a bit longer, so I'll just have to make sure I do that right. Okay, so some glue stick. Do the back one first. Just try and get some really just good coverage so that we don't have any air bubbles. It's amazing how you, when you're gluing, you think you've got every spot on that paper, and there's always seems to be one little bit that you've missed, maybe around the edge, which is better than in the middle. Missing the middle bits is a problem because then you get a bubble and then you can't get to it. but the edge is not so bad because you can get to the edges and just pop a little bit of glue underneath. And okay, I'll just move that out of the way, bring that over. Yep, that's the back. Try and get this in the right place. Okay. And my cover's lumpy, so getting this smoothed out is a little bit more difficult, but I'm pretty happy with that. I think that looks nice. Okay, and then this one. Feels pretty good. I think that has good coverage. Oops, see? Move that out of the way there. And try and get that placed in how I want it. Very lumpy here because of the stitching on the cover. I think we've got good contact. Now, thinking about the whole stitching situation, would we glue this and this on first? So this is what's going to be on the spine. Would we glue that and that on first and then stitch right around? No, I think I'm just going to stitch around. I'm so nervous about doing it, and it's just, oh my gosh, it's only because I've spent a lot of time on the cover. Now, and that's a decision, do I do it from the front so I can see what we're going to get? Or do I do it from this side so this is nice? I think I'm going to do it from the front, and then if it's real kind of wonky, I'll come back and do another row. And then the other question is, do we want it to be zigzag or straight stitching? We need to let it dry anyway, so we're not going to be able to do any stitching at this stage. So there we go, there's our cover using the fabrics from Paper Inspirations. And yep, there's some more there. So these are the pages I've put together. They've been in the press, so they're nice and flat. And the first one is a pink avocado dyed paper. I don't know if you can see the sort of lacy print on that. It's really pretty. This is the sort of end cover of a Flower Fairy book. It's not vintage at all, but I'll need to do something here, and I might extend it, but I haven't decided. Some vintage wallpaper, then one of the pages from the kit, some old ledger paper with the crunchy ends. I might trim that off. Some people don't like that. A scrapbook, a piece of scrapbook paper, just some blue photocopy paper, some more ledger, not so old, from the 60s maybe, or 78, but I printed on this one. I was just playing around and I printed some of the digital kit onto there. Some piano music paper, sort of the cover of one actually, and that's got a tear in it which I need to fix. Some more scrapbook paper which I thought kind of suited. Again, I think that's a Minte paper. Some more from the kit. This is a Ruby and Pearl invoice from one of her digital bundles. Some more of that. Oh, it's one of my favourite ledgers. Some braille paper, some avocado dyed grid paper with some texture paste on it, and then this beautiful image in the centre. I may or may not add some more pages. I do have this I want to use, this envelope that's got some, oh my gosh, stenciling on it. I've lost my words. And yeah, so I might add 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I might add 1 or 2 more pages. I have this hanky that I'm going to use as a pocket. It's got an L monogrammed on it, but I just love the blue. And then I've got the doilies that have been sent to me from the shop. These are in the shop. You can purchase these, and I'll use these in some way as well. Right, so that's that. We need to wait for this to dry and then I'll be back. So while we're waiting for the cover to dry and my machine's all set up, I thought I'd just sew some ruffles and I'll just video that. Some people might not know how to do this or want a reminder. So this is how I do mine. And you could just run a gathering stitch down and gather things up, but I like them a bit flatter. They add bulk as it is, so I feel like if they're pleated like this, they're a bit flatter. So you just push the fabric under. Some people are much faster at this than I am. I mean, I could go faster, but I think then I would have my pleats maybe too close together. And I'm not sure if this is going to be long enough for a full page. I'll just go and get my journal, although some of the pages are shorter, so that would be fine for a shorter page, not so much for a long page. So we could just leave that one like that. Maybe we need to cute. Maybe we need to make them longer. I could tear another strip so you can join them up. You're never gonna notice it. So let's do another one. Just keep sewing. So there we go, and then just measure it approximately with my page. So yeah, that's plenty long enough, so I'm just going to finish that one off and then just maybe move forward and do a smaller one that we can use somewhere else on the top of the tag or something like that. While we're doing it, we may as well do them all. That's another short one. They're super cute though. I might do another longer one. But you can sew these by hand, obviously, as well, if you don't have a sewing machine. And also you can just glue, so you can run the glue along your page and then sort of pleat it up and glue it, and pleat it up and glue it. So you do not need to have a sewing machine to get the same effect. Okay, I might as well try and sew this cover as well. I'm going to start at the back. Which way? I'm going to go this way, and I'm just going to hope for the best. I think it's dry enough. I think I'm going to do a straight stitch, and it's going to be cream on the inside, so let's just hope this works. And I'm going to go there, and we're off. And I probably need to make my stitch a bit bigger, longer, because we've got the paper underneath. And we are going to go, what are we going to do? We're going to go over the yo-yos. Yes, we are. We're going to go over the yo-yos. And we're going to turn the corner. I almost want to go one more stitch, but I might try and shorten the stitch and go one more shorter stitch. Yeah, I feel like that's better. Okay, let's have a look underneath. Looks okay, I think. Okay, and this will secure the lace down. I'm trying to line up the cover with where I had it before. Okay, well, this is the bit that's tricky because this hangs over, and I want to sew on the card. I might have gone too far. Yeah, I have. I've gone too far to the edge there, so it's going to be wonky. I wonder if it'll be better to go back a stitch. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I think that's going to be better. Okay. So I'm just trying to line up my cardboard and not catch my fabric. oops, my lace. So let's just get the needle down there and lift that up, that foot up, and press that down. And again, we need to go to the edge, which is just here. I think that's close enough. Let's have a look. Turn the corner and just have a peeky underneath. Probably need to go one more stitch, but not such a long stitch. That's the problem, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to go to there. I don't even want to look. I'm too scared to look underneath, so I'm just going to keep going and hope for the best. Have a little bit of a bubble there with the lace. But we're nearly there. Okay, and then back up, and then we're done. Oh, and then we get to look at the other side. That'll be exciting. Okay, that's it. I'll see you back at the desk. It's the next day. I've had a headache for a couple of days. I'm not quite sure why. David keeps telling me to have a lie down. And yeah, I don't know if I need to drink more water. But anyway, I've been taking Panadol. This morning I went for a big walk. That doesn't seem to have helped. But anyway, what did we do yesterday? We got up to, that's right, I was sewing the cover. I want to show you how that turned out and see what you think. So here we go. The inside of the cover. So what I've done is I'm actually not overly disappointed with it. Let's put it that way. It's not perfect, but it's certainly nowhere near as bad as what I thought it might be. I've gone around with it with the bone folder to try and push the paper down, and then it doesn't look quite like the wrong side of the stitching, you know, where the needles push the paper through. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's a bit wonky down here, but actually I'm not that unhappy with it. So yeah, so we've done that. This cover is now finished as far as I'm concerned. I didn't put anything in the middle of these little yo-yos, but I'm okay with that. These ones have all got something different in the middle of them, sort of thing, and I'm really happy. And I love this little patchwork bit down here on the back. So as you know, you can get these fabrics and these little packs of laces from Sue's shop. The other thing we did was make some ruffles, and they all need a bit of a trim from where I've torn the fabric. But these will go on pages, if you sort of can imagine. These will go somewhere like this, or on here. And now I've sewn them, I can glue them on, or I could take the pages back to the sewing machine and sew them on. I'll probably glue them on to where I want them to go. I think one would be nice on here. And so yeah, we'll have little ruffles poking out from around the place. Quite like that on there. Yeah, so that's those. So I've used most of the things, and the doilies which I've got will obviously be used in the journal at some point. And the other thing I made was this paper clip. I'm still sort of working on it, but it's sort of a bit of a hidden paper clip, but I've made it with one of the bits of fabric. There's a little bit of lace. I haven't decided on where that's going to go yet, but some more of the lace that was sent to me. And these are those little appliques. Are they called appliques? Lace applique things that were sent, and they are so cute, and I really wanted to use them, and I just think this looks so cute on a page. So you could have it just decorative on that side, and then on this side you could have it holding, excuse me, I'll just grab something, maybe not that one because it's the same as that, but holding a little journaling card or something onto the page. Yeah, so love how that turned out. So I'm going to explore that a little bit more with those appliques. Yeah, so there we go. That is my project with the fabrics for Paper Inspirations. And I will finish this journal, probably off camera, I imagine. And then it will go into my shop. So I thank you so much for following along with this, and thanks to Sue from Paper Inspirations. I'll put all the links below to the rest of the design team and also to the shop. If you use the discount code, you can get 10% off your purchase, and also all of anything that goes overage. Any overages and postage is what I'm trying to say. So any overages and postage will be refunded to you. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your week or day, and I'll see you again soon in the next video. Bye guys.